What's going on, guys? Back with another Madden 13 video. Please do me a favor, take a moment, hit the like button, as well as subscribe to my channel. Of course, your criticism in the comment section as this plays at speed. I ask you to follow me on Twitter. My username is ShutdownSafety. Got some good and bad things here with the draw play I want to talk about in terms of a foundation for Madden 25, but also some things I'd like to see addressed. Go back here, take a look at it from my running back's perspective. First thing I want you to notice as I get the ball is my offensive line, nice wide bases, holding on to the defensive linemen and defensive ends. It's a very solid foundation to run through. You know, I know reaching isn't implemented in this game, but I like at least the look that my offensive line has. Now, I want you to kind of shift your focus out there to number 87, my tight end, and watch how he interacts, or really doesn't interact, with the middle linebacker. And also keep your eye on number 67 as he comes through the line. So at this point, you know, on a draw play, I've got two offensive personnel out in front of me and one defender. And ideally, I'd like to have either one of those go out and try to engage with that defender to have one less obstacle to me getting to the end zone. However, for some reason, number 67 just stops in his movement upfield. Now, number 87, he could have been maybe out-agilitied, if that's a word, or maybe outsped by the middle linebacker. But the bigger problem is the reaction. And LT Magic did a video on this not too long ago. I want you to notice, once I break through the line, and really simultaneously as that lineman stops, you'll notice everyone's reaction shifts all across the field. From the corners on the outside that really aren't doing anything except running over to their zone, to the safety in the background that gets blocked, to the safety in front of me that starts to pursue forward. I don't like seeing that universal reaction because it shows me there really isn't a lot of read and react, or at least individual read and react, where maybe somebody's going to see the play a little faster and help separation between your poor, average, and great players. Now, as we go down to see the culmination of the play, for whatever reason, you see my linebacker, who really seemed to be my primary objective in getting around, that I've now ran off to the left to avoid. He actually doesn't come in contact with me, and part of me almost likes this. Based on these interactions, you can see Thomas comes over the corner, and he's actually going to tackle me over with such force that it's going to negate the angle the linebacker ran down with, and Pettigrew is now going to be able in a position to block him. It's pretty tight, and obviously there's a lot of animation, you know, in terms of shifting of my head and arm that shouldn't happen, but this actually was a stiff arm that I was trying to execute, and it actually came out pretty seamlessly, although obviously, you know, that's a cluster of players ragdolling each other that I don't like to see. I'm also able to maintain my balance, although my pace is slowed, and then I basically just get smashed here by Cam Chancellor, who for some reason is tackling me high, but I'm kind of able to push him off low until another linebacker can come in and kind of clean this up. I'm going to spin down with both of them. So again, I mean, there's certain things I like, you know, the offensive line and the way those interactions looked. I wish things would be more consistent in the blocking. You know, some of the tackling, you know, there was a problem with not a lot of wrap-up tackling, just a lot of missile tackling where you're having a body just being shot into yours. Hopefully, you know, the things that aren't good here can be worked upon and progressed in Madden 25, and the good things can stay in the game, because, you know, there were some positives to take out of this, but there's also a lot of negatives we need to talk about. Love to know your guys' opinions on this. Appreciate you taking time to watch the video, and as always, I'll be back in the week with more content.